Question 1. Can you describe the set of events that make up a sprint? Understanding a sprint. Short and concise. A sprint is a set period during which specific work has to be completed and made ready for review. It's a key part of the Scrum framework, which is used to manage and improve project efficiency. Here are the events that make up a sprint. Sprint planning. The team meets to decide what work will be done during the sprint. Daily stand-ups. Short meetings every day to discuss progress and any roadblocks. Work execution. The team works on the tasks they committed to during sprint planning. Sprint review. At the end of the sprint, the team shows what they have completed to stakeholders. Sprint retrospective. The team reviews what went well, what didn't, and how they can improve for the next sprint. The Real Estate Renegades in Action. Sprint planning. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name meet to plan their next big real estate deal. They decide to focus on acquiring a new property on Arlington Avenue in Plainfield. Daily stand-ups. Every morning, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name have a quick chat. They discuss their progress, like checking in with potential sellers and resolving any issues that come up, such as incorrect property information. Work execution. DJ Spin Master calls potential sellers and updates the lead database, while Lil Jesus Name analyzes the market and prepares offers for new properties. Sprint review. At the end of the sprint, they present their progress. For example, DJ Spin Master might report that he has added 10 new potential sellers to their database, while Lil Jesus Name might share that they have prepared offers for 2 new properties. Sprint retrospective. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name sit down to reflect on their sprint. They discuss what went well, like successfully contacting new leads, and what could be improved, such as needing better market data to make faster decisions. This structured approach helps the real estate renegades stay organized and continuously improve their process of acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling commercial real estate deals. Question 2. Why are time boxes beneficial in the context of sprint events? Why time boxes are beneficial in sprint events? Time boxes are set periods during which specific tasks must be completed. They are beneficial in sprint events because they help the team stay focused, manage their time effectively, and ensure steady progress. Here's why they are useful. Keeps the team focused. By having a strict time limit, the team avoids getting distracted and stays on task. Improves efficiency. Knowing there's a deadline encourages the team to work more efficiently and avoid wasting time. Ensures regular progress. Time boxes make sure that work is consistently reviewed and improved. Preventing delays. The Real Estate Renegades example. Sprint planning. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name have a time box of 2 hours to plan their sprint. This ensures they quickly decide on their goals without overthinking. Daily stand-ups. Their daily stand-up meetings are time-boxed to 15 minutes. This keeps their check-ins brief and to the point, ensuring they don't waste time on long discussions. Work execution. The sprint itself is time-boxed to 2 weeks. DJ Spin Master focuses on contacting new leads, while Lil Jesus Name works on analyzing the market. The time limit helps them prioritize important tasks and make steady progress. Sprint review. At the end of the 2-week sprint, they have a 1-hour time box to review their work. This ensures they quickly identify what was accomplished and what needs improvement. Sprint retrospective. Their retrospective meeting is also time-boxed to 1 hour. They discuss what went well and what could be better, helping them improve for the next sprint. Using time boxes, the real estate renegades stay focused and efficient, making sure they continually move forward with their commercial real estate deals. Question 3. What factors should be considered when setting the length of a sprint's time box? Factors to consider when setting the length of a sprint's time box. Team size and experience. Smaller or less experienced teams might need shorter sprints to manage their workload effectively. Project complexity. Complex projects may benefit from longer sprints to accommodate the time needed for thorough work. Workload. Consider how much work is planned for the sprint. If there's a lot to do, a longer sprint might be necessary. Feedback frequency. Shorter sprints allow for more frequent feedback and adjustments, which can be crucial for improving the project. The Real Estate Renegades example. Team size and experience. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name are a small, experienced team. They set their sprint length to 2 weeks, which is manageable and allows them to stay focused and productive. Project complexity. Their current project involves analyzing market trends and contacting potential clients, which is moderately complex. A 2-week sprint gives them enough time to handle this without being rushed. Workload. They have a balanced workload for each sprint, including lead generation and the market analysis. The 2-week time box helps them complete their tasks without being overwhelmed. Feedback frequency. They need regular feedback to adjust their strategies quickly. The 2-week sprint length allows them to review their progress and make improvements every 2 weeks, keeping their work aligned with their goals. By considering these factors, the real estate renegades set a sprint length that suits their needs, allowing them to work efficiently and make continuous progress on their commercial real estate projects. Test your knowledge. The sprint. 1. Question 1. Which of the following are included in a sprint's set of events? Select all that apply. 1.A. Sprint closing. B. Sprint planning. C. Daily Scrum. D. Sprint retrospective. E. Sprint review. Based on the search results, the correct events included in a sprint's set of events are B. Sprint planning, C. Daily Scrum, D. Sprint retrospective, E. Sprint review. These 4 events, along with the sprint itself, make up the 5 Scrum events defined in the Scrum framework. Each of these events has a specific purpose and time constraint within the sprint. Sprint planning occurs at the beginning of the sprint to plan the work for the upcoming sprint. Daily Scrum, a short daily meeting for the development team to inspect progress and adapt their plan. Sprint review, held at the end of the sprint to inspect the increment and adapt the product backlog. Sprint retrospective, the final event in a sprint, focused on improving the Scrum team's effectiveness. The option A. Sprint closing is not mentioned in any of the search results as an official Scrum event, so it should not be selected. 2. Question 2. What are the benefits of time boxes? Select all that apply. 1.A. They enable the team to visually understand the work. B. They help the team develop a predictable rhythm to their work. C. They create a sense of urgency to drive prioritization. D. They provide a window of focus to improve productivity. The benefits of time boxes in Scrum and other agile methodologies include B. They help the team develop a predictable rhythm to their work. C. They create a sense of urgency to drive prioritization. D. They provide a window of focus to improve productivity. Explanation. B. They help the team develop a predictable rhythm to their work. Time boxes establish a regular cadence, helping the team to plan and execute work more predictably. C. They create a sense of urgency to drive prioritization. Time constraints encourage the team to focus on the most important tasks and make decisions quickly, driving prioritization. D. They provide a window of focus to improve productivity. By limiting the time available for a task, time boxes help the team concentrate on specific goals, reducing distractions and improving productivity. Not applicable. A. They enable the team to visually understand the work. While visual tools like tasks boards and burn-down charts help teams understand their work, this is not a direct benefit of time boxing. Time boxing is more about managing time and focus rather than visual representation. Therefore, the correct answers are B, C, and D. 3. Question 3. How long is a typical sprint's time box? 1.A. Between 1 and 3 days. B. Between 1 and 4 weeks. C. Between 2 and 3 months. The correct answer for the typical time box of a sprint is B. Between 1 and 4 weeks. Explanation. In Scrum, a sprint is a time-boxed iteration during which a potentially releasable product increment is created. The duration of a sprint can vary, but it is generally set to be between 1 week and 4 weeks, with 2 to 4 weeks being the most common durations. This flexibility allows teams to choose a sprint length that best suits their project and workflow needs. 4. Question 4. Which of the following factors should you consider when setting the length of a sprint's time box? Select all that apply. 1.A. How much focused time the solution developers need to build a backlog item. B. The likelihood that the project will go over budget. C. The expected frequency of changes. D. How much overhead such as testing and review goes into the delivery of the product. When setting the length of a sprint's time box, the following factors should be considered. A. How much focused time the solution developers need to build a backlog item. C. The expected frequency of changes. D. How much overhead such as testing and review goes into the delivery of the product. Explanation. A. How much focused time the solution developers need to build a backlog item. This is important because the sprint should be long enough to allow the team to complete meaningful work and produce a potentially shippable product increment. C. The expected frequency of changes. If changes are expected to occur frequently, shorter sprints might be more appropriate to allow for more frequent adaptation and feedback. D. How much overhead such as testing and review goes into the delivery of the product. The sprint length should account for all activities necessary to complete work items, including testing, review, and other quality assurance processes. Not applicable. B. The likelihood that the project will go over budget. While budget is an important consideration for the overall project, it's not typically a factor in determining the length of individual sprints. Sprint length is more about optimizing the development process and delivering value regularly. Therefore, the correct answers are A, C, and D. Sprint planning. Fictional story. The Real Estate Renegades. Sprint planning. The Real Estate Renegades is a dynamic team specializing in commercial real estate transactions. Their sprint planning process involves meticulously preparing for their next work cycle to ensure they meet their objectives effectively. Part 1. Setting up for success. Overview. Sprint planning, the first event in the sprint, setting the stage for the next 2-4 weeks of work. Characters: DJ Spin Master, Commercial Real Estate Agent. Lil Jesus Name, Project Manager. Part 2. Key elements of sprint planning. 1. Team capacity. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name gather to discuss the team's available time and resources for the upcoming sprint. Capacity determination, team size, 5 members. Available hours, each member available 30 hours per week. Conflicts, 1 member on vacation for 1 week. Effective hours, 4 members x 30 hours, week equals 120 hours, week. 2. Historical data, past average velocity, previous sprints, 10, 12, 9, and 11 completed backlog items. Average velocity, 10.5 items per sprint. 3. Sprint goal, objective for upcoming sprint, goal, secure 3 new commercial property listings and improve the database management system. 4. Work allocation, task distribution, listings acquisition, 3 properties. Database improvement, streamline lead tracking system. Responsibility assignment, listings, DJ Spin Master and 2 team members. Database, Lil Jesus name and 2 team members. 5. Definition of done, criteria for backlog items, listings acquisition, properties assigned and listed. Listings are updated in the database. All required documentation is completed and approved. Database improvement, new features tested and implemented. User feedback collected and addressed. Documentation is updated. 6. Sprint backlog, selected backlog items, total items, 8, 3 for listings, 5 for database improvement, example, listings tasks, market research, client meetings, contract finalization. Database tasks, integrate new CRM features, fix bugs, user training. 7. Sprint goal example, real estate renegades sprint goal, objective, expand the property portfolio and enhance the efficiency of the lead management system. Backlog items, secure 3 new commercial property listings. Enhance CRM functionality. Complete database system overhaul. 8. Benefits of this approach, well-defined backlog, helps in managing tasks and priorities clearly. Clear sprint goal, ensures the team is aligned with the overall objectives. Structured planning, provides a clear direction and focus, improving productivity and team motivation. Detailed fictional dataset scenario. Sprint metrics, sprint duration, 3 weeks. Total team hours available, 360 hours, 4 members x 30 hours, week x 3 weeks. Estimated work hours, listings tasks, 120 hours. Database tasks, 180 hours. Estimated task completion, listings acquisition, 3 properties, 10 hours per property. Database improvement, 5 features, 36 hours per feature. Daily Scrum metrics, average duration, 15 minutes. Roadblocks resolved, 2 per day. Task completion rate, 90% burn down chart, start, 30 story points. Completed, 24 story points. Remaining, 6 story points. Burn up chart, total scope, 30 story points. Completed, 24 story points. Cumulative flow diagram, in progress, 10 story points. Completed, 24 story points. Conclusion. The real estate renegades use detailed sprint planning to efficiently manage their real estate projects, ensuring clear goals and priorities. By defining their sprint backlog, setting measurable goals, and assigning tasks effectively, they optimize their workflow and increase their chances of successful outcomes. Their structured approach not only helps in meeting immediate objectives but also builds a foundation for sustained success in the commercial real estate market. Detailed summary, Sprint planning. Overview, sprint planning is the initial event within a sprint, crucial for setting up the team's work for the next 1 to 4 weeks. The entire Scrum team meets to plan and define the upcoming sprint's objectives and work. Key elements of sprint planning, team capacity, determine the available time and resources for the sprint. Identify any vacations or conflicts. Historical data, review past average velocity, points or backlog items completed in previous sprints. Sprint goal, define what can and should be accomplished. Establish the ultimate goal for the sprint. Work allocation, decide how the work will be distributed and managed throughout the sprint. Define who is responsible for specific tasks. Definition of done, agree on criteria for when a backlog item is considered complete, such as, code review by peers. Passing all testing requirements. Completion of documentation. Meeting user story acceptance criteria. Product owner's acceptance. Sprint backlog, a subset of product backlog items chosen for the sprint. Example, virtual words may sprint might include the top 5 items from a list of 50, based on team capacity and effort size. Sprint goal example, virtual words may sprint goal, to enhance the user experience for those installing a bonsai tree in their home office. Backlog items, users can purchase bonsai trees. Access to a discussion forum about home office decor. Vendor management with audit results. Coupons for home office accessories. Support tickets connected to products. Benefits, creates a well-defined and estimated sprint backlog. Sets a clear sprint goal to keep the team focused and motivated. This structured planning ensures that the team knows their priorities and has a clear direction for the sprint. Which of the following best describes the definition of done? A. The set of product backlog items that are identified for completion during the upcoming sprint. B. The Scrum event when a Scrum team meets to confirm how much capacity is available during the current sprint. C. The agreed upon set of items that must be completed before the user story or backlog item can be considered complete. The option that best describes the definition of done is C. The agreed upon set of items that must be completed before the user story or backlog item can be considered complete. This accurately captures the essence of the definition of done, DOD, in Scrum. Here's why. The definition of done is a formal description of the state of the increment when it meets the quality measures required for the product. It creates transparency by providing everyone a shared understanding of what work was completed and what standards were met as part of the increment. It's essentially a checklist of criteria that must be met for a product increment to be considered done and potentially releasable. This includes all the necessary, value-added activities that assert the quality of a feature. The DOD is a commitment by the developers for the increment, much like the sprint goal is the commitment for the sprint backlog. It ensures that everyone on the team knows exactly what is expected of everything the team delivers. It's important to note that the definition of done applies at the product level, not just at the sprint or story level. While it must be met for each sprint to create a potentially releasable increment, it ultimately defines when the product as a whole is ready for release. The other options do not accurately describe the definition of done. A. This description more closely aligns with the sprint backlog, not the definition of done. B. This describes the sprint planning event, not the definition of done. Activity: create a sprint plan and sprint backlog. The Real Estate Renegades, Part 8. The dynamic duo's conclusion. Background: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name are the masterminds behind the Real Estate Renegades, a team dedicated to excelling in commercial real estate. Their strategy involves acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling deals, scaling operations, and raising investment capital. This story focuses on their approach to managing a sprint plan and sprint backlog, highlighting their strategy with measurable, detailed numerical metrics. The scenario sprint capacity calculation: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name determined their team's capacity for the upcoming sprint to be 60 story points. They aim to allocate these points to tasks that provide the highest value and align with their strategic goals. Step 2. Assign items from the product backlog to the sprint backlog. Product backlog items: market analysis report. Story points, 10 value, description. As a real estate broker, I want an in-depth market analysis report to identify high potential properties. Investor outreach campaign. Story points, 12 value, description. As a real estate investor, I want to reach out to potential investors to secure capital for new acquisitions. Property valuation tool. Story points, 9 value, description. As a property manager, I want a tool to quickly and accurately value commercial properties. Broker training program. Story points, 8 value, description. As a team lead, I want a training program for new brokers to ensure they meet company standards. Wholesaling process optimization. Story points, 11 value, description. As an acquisition specialist, I want to streamline the wholesaling process to increase efficiency and profitability. Data collection system. Story points, 6 value, description. As a data analyst, I want a system to continuously collect and analyze market data for strategic decisions. Sprint assignment. Example: current sprint, market analysis report, 10 story points. Investor outreach campaign, 12 story points. Property valuation tool, 9 story points. Broker training program, 8 story points. Data collection system, 6 story points. Total story points, 10 plus 12 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6 equals 45 story points. Total value, plus dollar plus dollar plus dollar plus dollar equals focus. The current sprint emphasizes high-value tasks that align with scaling acquisitions and securing investment capital. Rationale: the items selected fit within the 60 story points capacity, prioritize high-value activities, and align with strategic objectives. Step 3. Verify the sprint backlog in the Google Sheets Sprint Backlog tab. Items listed, ensure all selected items are included correctly. Story points total, confirm the total of 45 story points aligns with the team's capacity. Step 4. Assign remaining items to the next sprint. Items not included in the current sprint. Wholesaling process optimization, 11 story points. Opening parenthesis remainder closing parenthesis. Total for next sprint, 11 story points. Update the product backlog tab to reflect these items for the next sprint. Step 5. Revisit and adjust as needed as the sprint progresses. Monitor progress, regularly track the completion status of the current sprint items. Adjust, make necessary adjustments based on team progress or emerging priorities. For example, if the investor outreach campaign proves more complex, adjust the remaining tasks accordingly. Summary for the Real Estate Renegades: sprint capacity, 60 story points, selected items for current sprint, totaling 45 story points with high-value tasks prioritized. Items for next sprint, includes remaining high-priority items to ensure continued progress and alignment with strategic goals. Detailed numerical metrics. Example: sprint capacity management, Total points assigned, 45 remaining capacity, 60 to 45 equals 15 value attribution, current sprint value, high value focus. This approach helps DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name efficiently manage their team's workload while focusing on strategic goals such as scaling acquisitions and raising investment capital. The metrics ensure alignment with their high-value priorities and facilitate effective planning and execution. Activity: create a sprint plan and sprint backlog. Question 1. Can you explain the concept of a product backlog? Concept of a product backlog. A product backlog is a list of all the tasks, features, and improvements needed for a project. It's like a to-do list for the whole project. The items on this list are prioritized, meaning the most important or urgent tasks come first. The product backlog helps the team know what needs to be done and plan their work in the most effective order. The product backlog is a living document that is constantly refined and updated throughout the project. It is not a static list but rather a dynamic tool that adapts to changing requirements and priorities. This allows the team to continuously refine and reprioritize the items in the backlog based on feedback and new insights. Why? It keeps everything organized, ensures the team knows what's most important, and helps track progress as tasks are completed. Example with the Real Estate Renegades. The Real Estate Renegades are working on a new real estate platform. Here's what their product backlog might look like. Feature: property listings search description. Add a search function for users to find properties by location, price, and type. Priority: high task, client contact form description. Create a form for potential clients to reach out for inquiries. Priority: medium improvement, CRM integration description. Integrate a customer relationship management, CRM, system to track leads and interactions. Priority: high bug fix, login issue description. Resolve the problem where users can't log in to their accounts. Priority: urgent feature, dashboard analytics description. Develop a dashboard to show real-time analytics of user activity and property views. Priority: medium. In this example, the Real Estate Renegades use their product backlog to list and prioritize what they need to work on, ensuring that they tackle the most important tasks first and keep their project on track. Question 2. How would you describe the elements of user stories and epics? Elements of user stories and epics. User stories. Description: short, simple descriptions of a feature or requirement from the user's perspective. They focus on what the user needs and why. Components: title, a brief name for the user story. Description: what the user wants to do. Acceptance criteria, conditions that must be met for the story to be considered done. Example: as a user, I want to search for properties by location so that I can find an industrial building in my desired area. Epics: description, larger, broader goals or features that are too big to complete in one sprint. They are made up of multiple user stories. Components: title, a brief name for the epic. Description: the overall goal or feature. Related user stories, specific tasks or features that make up the epic. Example: user search functionality. Epic might include user stories like searching by location, filtering by price, and saving favorite properties. Why? User stories help break down tasks into manageable pieces, making it easier to work on them and track progress. Epics provide a big picture view, helping to organize and group related user stories. Example with the Real Estate Renegades. User stories. Title: property search by location. Description: as a user, I want to search for properties by location so I can find industrial buildings in my preferred area. Acceptance criteria: the search function returns properties that match the specified location. Title: contact form for inquiries. Description: as a potential client, I want a contact form to ask questions about properties. Acceptance criteria: the form submits inquiries and sends notifications to the sales team. Epics. Title: property search enhancements. Description: improve the property search feature on the platform. Related user stories: search by location, filter by price range, sort results by newest listings. Title: client engagement tools. Description: develop tools to enhance client interaction and support. Related user stories: contact form creation, automated response system, client feedback collection. In this example, the Real Estate Renegades use user stories to focus on specific features and epics to group related user stories into larger goals, helping them manage their project effectively. Question 3. How would you apply effort estimation techniques in Agile, such as t-shirt sizes and story points? Effort estimation techniques in Agile. T-shirt sizes. What? T-shirt sizes, XS, S, M, L, XL, are used to estimate the effort needed for tasks. Why? They provide a quick, relative way to gauge how big or small a task is without getting into exact numbers. Story points. What? Story points are used to estimate the complexity and effort of tasks based on a scale. For example, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Why? They help teams estimate how much work is involved and compare it to previous tasks for better planning. Example with the Real Estate Renegades. T-shirt sizes. Task: adding a new filter to search for commercial properties by price range. Estimate, medium, M, Y. This task is of moderate complexity and effort because it involves some coding and testing but is straightforward. Story points, task, developing a new user interface for the property search feature. Estimate, 8 story points, Y. This task is complex, involving design, development, and testing. Comparing it to past tasks helps understand the effort needed. By using t-shirt sizes and story points, the real estate renegades can better plan their sprints and allocate resources effectively. Create and manage sprints in Asana. The Real Estate Renegades Commercial Real Estate Project. Introduction. In the bustling world of commercial real estate, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, known collectively as the Real Estate Renegades, have made their mark. Their strategy revolves around acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling commercial real estate deals, scaling acquisitions, raising investment capital, and building long-term relationships for sustained growth and success. Creating and managing sprints in Asana. Step-by-step guide. Opening the backlog. Activity. DJ Spin Master opens the virtual Word backlog, which they created in their previous activity. Adding custom field for sprints. Time. Start at 0:40. Action. DJ Spin Master adds a custom field named Sprint to track which sprint each task is scheduled for. Configuring the sprint field. Time. Start at 1:03. Action. Set the field title to Sprint. Confirm the field type as a drop-down. Adding sprint options. Time. Start at 1:11. Action. Change option 1 to current sprint. Change option 2 to next sprint. Assigning items to sprint backlog. Time. Start at 1:18. Action. Switch to list view to see all tasks at once. Assign items to current sprint or next sprint using the drop-downs in a sprint column. Sorting by sprint. Time. Start at 1:41. Action. Resort the project by sprint to group items together. Option to disable sorting within sections to group tasks by the custom sprint field. View the sum of any numeric custom fields, like story points, at the bottom of each group. Adding due dates. Time. Start at 2:16. Action. Add due dates for each task to track deadlines. Customizing sprint planning in Asana. Time. Start at 2:26. Action. Customize project details. Plan the sprint with a timeline. Manage sprint workloads. Monitor sprint project progress. Benefits of using Asana for sprint planning. Overview. Asana helps manage team projects and tasks effectively. Features: goal tracking, deadline management, progress tracking, troubleshooting, automation, and streamlining work streams. Resources: Asana provides tools and resources to ensure project success. Activity instructions. Next steps: follow detailed instructions in the next course item to complete the activity in Asana yourself. Key takeaways. Adding a custom field for sprints helps in tracking and managing tasks. Assigning and sorting tasks by sprints ensures clarity and organization. Customizing the project view and managing workloads optimizes sprint planning. Asana offers various features to streamline and automate project management. Scenario setup. Project name: expansion of commercial real estate holdings. Team capacity: 60 story points. Sprint planning with Asana. Total story points capacity: 60 story points. Product backlog: selected items for sprint. Acquire new property in downtown. Story points: 20. Value: $. Sprint: current sprint. Broker deal for retail space. Story points: 15. Value: $. Sprint: current sprint. Wholesaling old property. Story points: 10. Value: $. Sprint: current sprint. Raise investment capital. Story points: 10. Value: $. Sprint: current sprint. Follow up with long-term clients. Story points: 5. Value: $. Sprint: current sprint. Sprint backlog. Total story points assigned: 60. Total value: $+++$+ equals $. Managing sprints in Asana. Adding custom fields. DJ Spin Master adds a custom field named Sprint to the Asana project. Configures the field type as a drop-down with options for current sprint and next sprint. Assigning items. Assigns items from the product backlog to either current sprint or next sprint. Ensures the total story points for the current sprint do not exceed the team's capacity of 60 story points. Sorting and tracking. Resorts the project by the custom sprint field to group tasks accordingly. Disables sorting within sections to see tasks grouped by sprint. Tracks the total story points at the bottom of each sprint group to monitor capacity. Adding due dates. Adds due dates for each task to ensure deadlines are met. Customizing and monitoring. Customizes project details, plans the sprint with a timeline, and manages sprint workloads. Monitors sprint progress to ensure milestones and goals are achieved. Strategic approach. Focus areas: acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name focus on these core activities to scale their business. Investment capital, raising investment capital to fund new acquisitions. Client relationships, continuously following up with clients to build long-term relationships. Measurable metrics, number of properties acquired, target to acquire 3 new properties in the current sprint. Deals brokered, aim to broker 2 major deals. Capital raised, set a goal to raise $500,000 in investment capital. Client follow-ups, schedule follow-ups with 20 long-term clients. Success criteria, acquisitions, successful acquisition of new properties. Deals closed, completion of brokering deals. Capital, achieving the capital raising target. Client retention, maintaining strong client relationships through regular follow-ups. By following this structured sprint planning process in Asana, the real estate renegades can effectively manage their commercial real estate project, ensuring clarity, organization, and successful outcomes. Detailed summary of creating and managing sprints in Asana. Introduction. Purpose, demonstrate how to create and manage sprints in Asana. Overview, by planning sprints in Asana, teams can track sprint plans, milestones, launch dates, and backlogs with work efforts and communication in one place. Prerequisites, familiarity with creating a backlog and adding estimations in Asana. Step-by-step guide. 1. Opening the backlog. Activity, open the virtual Word backlog created in the previous activity. 2. Adding custom field for sprints. Time, start at 0:40. Action, add a custom field named sprint to track which sprint each task is scheduled for. 3. Configuring the sprint field. Time, start at 1:03. Action, set the field title to sprint. Confirm the field type as a drop-down. 4. Adding sprint options. Time, start at 1:11. Action, change option 1 to current sprint. Change option 2 to next sprint. 5. Assigning items to sprint backlog. Time, start at 1:18. Action, switch to list view to see all tasks at once. Assign items to current sprint or next sprint using the drop-downs in a sprint column. 6. Sorting by sprint. Time, start at 1:41. Action, resort the project by sprint to group items together. Option to disable sorting within sections to group tasks by the custom sprint field. View the sum of any numeric custom fields, like story points, at the bottom of each group. 7. Adding due dates. Time, start at 2:16. Action, add due dates for each task to track deadlines. 8. Customizing sprint planning in Asana. Time, start at 2:26. Action, customize project details. Plan the sprint with a timeline. Manage sprint workloads. Monitor sprint project progress. Benefits of using Asana for sprint planning. Overview, Asana helps manage team projects and tasks effectively. Features, goal tracking, deadline management, progress tracking, troubleshooting, automation, and streamlining work streams. Resources, Asana provides tools and resources to ensure project success. Activity instructions. Next steps, follow detailed instructions in the next course item to complete the activity in Asana yourself. Key takeaways. Adding a custom field for sprints helps in tracking and managing tasks. Assigning and sorting tasks by sprints ensures clarity and organization. Customizing the project view and managing workloads optimizes sprint planning. Asana offers various features to streamline and automate project management. In Asana, what is the benefit of adding a sprints field when you prioritize and schedule backlog items for an upcoming sprint? A. It orders items into sprints based on team capacity. B. It allows you to easily find out which sprint each task is scheduled for. C. It automatically updates each item's priority, based on previous sprints. The primary benefit of adding a sprints field when prioritizing and scheduling backlog items for an upcoming sprint in Asana is that it allows you to easily find out which sprint each task is scheduled for. By creating a custom field for sprint numbers, you can clearly label tasks with their associated sprint, for example, Sprint 1, Sprint 2, etc. Quickly filter and sort tasks based on their sprint assignment. Gain better visibility into which tasks are planned for specific sprints. Facilitate reporting and analysis of tasks across different sprints. This approach helps teams organize their work more effectively and provides a clear overview of task distribution across sprints. It enables project managers and team members to easily track which items are scheduled for the current sprint and which are planned for future sprints. While this method doesn't automatically order items based on team capacity or update priorities, it does provide a simple and effective way to manage sprint planning within Asana's framework. It's a practical solution for teams looking to implement agile methodologies without requiring advanced features or additional tools. Let's set up your first project. Here's what the real estate renegades are currently working on. Project: expansion of commercial real estate holdings. Objective: acquire, broker, and wholesale new commercial properties to grow our portfolio. Key tasks: Acquire new property in downtown. Research potential properties. Negotiate purchase agreements. Broker deal for retail space. Identify interested buyers. Facilitate transaction process. Wholesaling old property. Market the property to potential buyers. Close the sale. Raise investment capital. Pitch to investors. Secure funding. Follow up with long-term clients. Schedule meetings. Discuss potential new deals. Goals: acquire 3 new properties. Broker 2 major deals. Raise $500,000 in capital. Maintain strong client relationships. By organizing these tasks in Asana, the team can track progress, meet deadlines, and achieve their goals effectively. For the expansion of commercial real estate holdings plan, here are a few tasks the real estate renegades need to do. Draft project brief. Write a summary of the project goals and objectives. Schedule kickoff meeting. Set a date and time for the initial team meeting to discuss the project. Share timeline with teammates. Create and distribute a project timeline with key deadlines. Research potential properties. Look for new commercial properties to acquire. Prepare investment pitch. Create a presentation to attract investors for funding. Contact long-term clients. Reach out to existing clients to discuss new opportunities. How would you group these tasks into sections or stages? Here's how the real estate renegades can group these tasks into sections or stages. To do draft project brief. Schedule kickoff meeting. Share timeline with teammates. Research potential properties. Prepare investment pitch. Contact long-term clients. Doing research potential properties. Prepare investment pitch. Contact long-term clients. Done draft project brief. Schedule kickoff meeting. Share timeline with teammates. What layout works best for this project? You can change this later. List, board, Gantt, calendar. For the real estate renegades expansion of commercial real estate holdings plan, the best layout to start with is board. This layout will allow you to easily move tasks between the to-do, doing, and done columns, giving a clear visual representation of the project's progress. You can always change the layout later if needed. Here are the add task titles for the real estate renegades project. Expansion of commercial real estate holdings. To do draft project brief. Schedule kickoff meeting. Share timeline with teammates. Research potential properties. Prepare investment pitch. Contact long-term clients. Doing research potential properties. Prepare investment pitch. Contact long-term clients. Done draft project brief. Schedule kickoff meeting. Share timeline with teammates. Here are 6 user stories for the real estate renegades project. Expansion of commercial real estate holdings. To do draft project brief. User story. As a project manager, I want to write a summary of the project goals and objectives so that I can provide clear direction to the team. Schedule kickoff meeting. User story. As a project manager, I want to set a date and time for the initial team meeting so that we can discuss the project and align our efforts. Share timeline with teammates. User story. As a project manager, I want to create and distribute a project timeline so that my teammates can understand key deadlines and plan their work accordingly. Research potential properties. User story. As a real estate analyst, I want to look for new commercial properties to acquire so that we can grow our portfolio with valuable assets. Prepare investment pitch. User story. As a financial officer, I want to create a presentation to attract investors so that we can secure necessary funding for our project. Contact long-term clients. User story. As a client relations manager, I want to reach out to existing clients so that I can discuss new opportunities and maintain strong relationships. Draft project brief. User story. As a project manager, I want to write a summary of the project goals and objectives so that I can provide clear direction to the team. Acceptance criteria. Subtask 1. Summary includes clear goals and objectives. Subtask 2. Summary is reviewed and approved by the project sponsor. Research potential properties. User story. As a real estate analyst, I want to look for new commercial properties to acquire so that we can grow our portfolio with valuable assets. Acceptance criteria. Subtask 1. Identify at least 5 potential properties. Subtask 2. Provide a detailed analysis report for each property. Prepare investment pitch. User story. As a financial officer, I want to create a presentation to attract investors so that we can secure necessary funding for our project. Acceptance criteria. Subtask 1. Presentation includes financial projections and ROI analysis. Subtask 2. Presentation is reviewed and approved by the management team. The Daily Scrum and Sprint Review. In the bustling world of commercial real estate, the real estate renegades are gearing up for a high-stakes finale in their expansion project. The project, led by DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, focuses on acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling commercial real estate deals. Here's how they wrap up their efforts with a blend of strategy, data, and teamwork. 1. Acquiring new properties. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name target the acquisition of 3 prime properties to boost their portfolio. They use the following metrics to measure success. Target properties acquired. 3. Average acquisition price, $1.5 million per property. Total investment in acquisitions, $4.5 million. Projected annual rental income per property, $120,000. Total projected annual rental income, $360,000. Scenario example, DJ Spin Master successfully negotiates the acquisition of a retail space in downtown for $1.4 million, a mixed-use property for $1.6 million, and an office building for $1.5 million. These properties are expected to generate a combined rental income of $360,000 annually. 2. Brokering deals. The team aims to broker 2 major deals within the quarter. They track the following metrics: deals brokered, 2. Average deal value, $2 million. Total transaction value, $4 million. Commission earned per deal, $100,000. Total commission earned, $200,000. Scenario example, Lil Jesus Name brokers a deal for a retail space worth $2.1 million and another for an office space valued at $1.9 million. The deals generate a total commission of $200,000, with the transactions providing a solid return on investment. 3. Wholesaling old properties. The goal is to sell 3 old properties and meet these metrics. Properties wholesaled, 3. Average selling price per property, $1.2 million. Total revenue from sales, $3.6 million. Marketing budget per property, $20,000. Total marketing budget, $60,000. Net profit per property, $100,000. Total net profit, $300,000. Scenario example, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name successfully market and sell 3 properties, generating a total of $3.6 million. With a marketing expenditure of $60,000, the team nets a profit of $300,000. 4. Raising investment capital. The duo aims to raise $500,000 in capital for future investments. They track the following: capital raised, $500,000. Number of investors, 10. Average investment per investor, $50,000. Pitch success rate, 80%. Number of successful pitches, 8. Scenario example, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name present to 10 investors and successfully raise $500,000, achieving an 80% pitch success rate with an average investment of $50,000 per investor. 5. Building long-term client relationships. The focus is on maintaining and enhancing client relationships. They measure client meetings scheduled, 20. Client satisfaction score, 90%. Number of repeat clients, 15. New deals closed with existing clients, 5. Scenario example, the team schedules 20 meetings with long-term clients, achieving a 90% satisfaction score. They successfully close 5 new deals with existing clients, fostering continued growth and loyalty. Conclusion. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name wrap up their commercial real estate expansion project with impressive results. Their efforts in acquiring properties, brokering deals, wholesaling, raising capital, and building client relationships are quantified with detailed metrics, showcasing their strategic approach and successful execution. This data-driven approach not only highlights their achievements but also sets a strong foundation for continued growth and success in the competitive world of real estate. Introduction. In the high-paced realm of commercial real estate, the real estate renegades, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, are concluding a major phase of their project. Their strategy has been centered on acquiring valuable properties, brokering significant deals, and wholesaling older properties, all while scaling their operations and building strong relationships. This final chapter illustrates how they use their strategies to drive success and sustain growth. 1. Focus on acquisitions. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name aim to expand their property portfolio through strategic acquisitions. They set clear goals and track their progress meticulously. Target properties acquired, 5. Average purchase price per property, $2 million. Total investment in acquisitions, $10 million. Projected annual rental income per property, $150,000. Total projected annual rental income, $750,000. Scenario example, the duo successfully acquires 5 properties in prime locations, including office spaces, retail centers, and mixed-use buildings. Each property is purchased for an average of $2 million, resulting in a total investment of $10 million. These acquisitions are expected to generate $750,000 in annual rental income. 2. Brokering deals. In addition to acquisitions, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name focus on brokering high-value deals to enhance their revenue stream. Deals brokered, 4. Average deal value, $3 million. Total transaction value, $12 million. Commission per deal, $120,000. Total commission earned, $480,000. Scenario example, the duo brokers 4 major deals, including retail leases and office space rentals. Each deal averages $3 million, generating a total transaction value of $12 million and earning them $480,000 in commission. 3. Wholesaling old properties. To optimize their portfolio, they also focus on wholesaling properties that are no longer aligned with their strategic goals. Properties wholesaled, 4. Average selling price per property, $1.5 million. Total revenue from sales, $6 million. Marketing budget per property, $25,000. Total marketing budget, $100,000. Net profit per property, $120,000. Total net profit, $480,000. Scenario example, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name sell 4 older properties, each for an average price of $1.5 million. With a total revenue of $6 million and a marketing budget of $100,000, they achieve a net profit of $480,000. 4. Raising investment capital. Scaling their operations requires substantial capital, which they seek to raise through strategic pitches to investors. Capital raised, $750,000. Number of investors, 15. Average investment per investor, $50,000. Pitch success rate, 85%. Number of successful pitches, 13. Scenario example, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name raise $750,000 from 15 investors, with each contributing an average of $50,000. Their successful pitch rate is 85%, indicating effective communication and investor engagement. 5. Building long-term relationships. Maintaining and nurturing client relationships is crucial for long-term success. They measure their efforts as follows: client meetings held, 25. Client satisfaction score, 92%. Number of repeat clients, 20. New deals closed with existing clients, 7. Scenario example, the team holds 25 client meetings, achieving a 92% satisfaction score. They successfully close 7 new deals with repeat clients, demonstrating strong relationship management and client loyalty. Conclusion: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name's strategic focus on acquisitions, brokering, wholesaling, raising capital, and building relationships has led to substantial growth and success in their commercial real estate project. By leveraging detailed metrics and continuous data collection, they ensure their strategies are effective and their operations are poised for sustained success. This comprehensive approach provides a model for effective real estate management and strategic planning. The Real Estate Renegades saga, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name are wrapping up a major phase of their commercial real estate project. The dynamic duo is showcasing their approach through a sprint review, illustrating how they demonstrate, inspect, and improve their strategies to ensure ongoing success. Sprint review scenario. Purpose: the sprint review allows DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name to demonstrate and inspect their recent work, ensuring they meet their commercial real estate goals and identify areas for improvement. Participants: development team, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name product owner, Maria, their investment partner, other stakeholders, key clients, real estate analysts, and financial advisors. Duration: time boxed to a maximum of 4 hours. Activities: show and review completed work. Recent acquisitions: showcase the 5 new properties acquired during the sprint. Each property's details, including purchase price, location, and projected rental income, are presented. Brokered deals: present the 4 significant deals brokered, highlighting the transaction values and commission earned. Wholesale properties: demonstrate the successful wholesaling of 4 properties, detailing the selling prices and net profit achieved. Discuss which product backlog items are considered done. Acquisition goals: review whether the target of acquiring 5 properties has been met. Brokerage targets: assess if the goal of closing 4 deals has been achieved. Wholesaling objectives: evaluate the success of wholesaling 4 properties and the profit margins realized. Gather and incorporate feedback. Feedback from Maria. Maria suggests exploring additional markets for future acquisitions to diversify the portfolio. Client feedback: key clients provide insights on property preferences and potential improvements in marketing strategies. Analysts' insights: real estate analysts offer recommendations on optimizing the property selection criteria and investment strategies. Benefits: provides immediate feedback, real-time adjustments. Immediate feedback from stakeholders allows DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name to adjust their strategies promptly. For example, they decide to explore new markets based on Maria's feedback. Ensures everyone has a voice, shared ownership. By incorporating feedback from all participants, including clients and analysts, the duo fosters a sense of shared ownership and commitment to the project's success. Enhances understanding and builds trust. Team dynamics: the review deepens understanding of each team member's contributions and roles, strengthening relationships and trust among the team and stakeholders. Showcases achievements and identifies improvements. Highlights successes: the team showcases their achievements, such as successful acquisitions and profitable deals. Identify improvements: they identify areas for improvement, such as refining their acquisition strategy and enhancing client engagement. Conclusion: through the sprint review, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name demonstrate their accomplishments, gather valuable feedback, and refine their strategies. This approach ensures they stay on track with their commercial real estate goals and continue to drive sustained growth and success. This process not only highlights their achievements but also provides actionable insights for future enhancements, showcasing the dynamic duo's commitment to excellence and strategic growth in the real estate market. The Real Estate Renegades series, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name are concluding a pivotal phase of their commercial real estate project. This installment highlights how they define and achieve their product increment, ensuring their project meets its goals and sets the stage for future success. Product increment. Definition. The product increment represents the tangible results of DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name sprint, which are ready for release and use. In the context of commercial real estate, the product increment includes properties acquired, deals brokered, and properties wholesaled during the sprint. Criteria. To qualify as a product increment, the results must meet the following criteria. Definition of done. Each property must be fully vetted, legally compliant, and financially viable. All brokered deals should be completed with signed agreements and successful transactions. Wholesaled properties must have clear titles and completed sales. Minimum viable product, MVP. Definition. In commercial real estate, the MVP is a version of their portfolio or deal flow with enough properties and successful transactions to attract interest from investors and clients. It includes acquired properties, at least 5 properties that are ready for lease or sale. Brokered deals, 4 completed transactions with documented earnings. Wholesaled properties, 4 properties with confirmed sales and profits. Post-sprint, incomplete items, any properties or deals not completed or meeting the criteria by the end of the sprint are returned to the product backlog for future attention. These items are reassessed and reprioritized for the next sprint. Conclusion. Purpose of events. In short, team focus. The sprint review process helps DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name stay focused on their goals, ensuring they meet their acquisition, brokerage, and wholesaling targets. Effective progress tracking. By evaluating the product increment, they track their progress against set objectives, making adjustments as necessary. Valuable product development. The iterative approach of the sprint and sprint review ensures continuous improvement and valuable outcomes in their real estate projects. Next topic, sprint retrospective. Fictional story continuation. As DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name wrap up their current sprint, they're eager to evaluate their successes and challenges. They prepare for the sprint retrospective, where they will reflect on their recent performance, discuss what went well, and identify areas for improvement. Their goal is to refine their strategies further, enhance their acquisition processes, and strengthen their investor relationships to continue scaling their commercial real estate ventures successfully. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the sprint retrospective, where the duo will analyze their journey, celebrate their achievements, and plan for even greater success in their ongoing quest to revolutionize the commercial real estate market. Detailed summary of the daily Scrum and Sprint Review. Introduction. Principle. Effective communication in Scrum is best achieved through face-to-face interaction. Focus. Discuss 2 key Scrum events, Daily Scrum and Sprint Review. Daily Scrum. Purpose. Synchronize and prioritize daily tasks. Duration. 15 minutes. Timing. Held at the same time and place every day. Questions answered. What did I do yesterday to help meet the sprint goal? What will I do today to help meet the sprint goal? Do I notice any impediments preventing goal achievement? Benefits. Provides the Scrum Master with opportunities to quickly address and unblock issues. Reinforces focus on sprint backlog and sprint goal. Encourages frequent meetings but flexibility in frequency depending on team needs. Sprint Review. Purpose. Demonstrate and inspect the product to determine what is complete and what is not. Participants, development team and product owner. Duration. Time boxed to a maximum of 4 hours. Activities. Show and review completed work. Discuss which product backlog items are considered done. Gather and incorporate feedback. Benefits. Provides immediate feedback, allowing for real-time adjustments. Ensures everyone has a voice, fostering a shared sense of ownership. Enhances understanding of team members' roles and builds trust. Allows the team to showcase achievements and identify improvements. Example scenario, virtual VER team. Task, create a launch email for a new website page. Sprint review actions, demo the email to the team. Collect and discuss feedback, for example, improve the opening image, simplify text. Adjust the email based on collective input. Product increment. Definition, the output of a sprint that is considered releasable. Criteria, must meet the definition of done. Minimum viable product, MVP, product version with enough features to satisfy early users. Post-sprint, incomplete items return to the product backlog. Conclusion. Purpose of events, ensure team focus, effective progress tracking, and valuable product development. Next topic, sprint retrospective. What questions should the team answer during the daily scrum? Select all that apply. A. What will I do today to help the team meet the sprint goal? B. What work do I need to do next week to help the team meet the sprint goal? C. Do I notice any impediment that prevents me or the team from meeting our goals? D. What did I do yesterday that helped the team meet the sprint goal? The Daily Scrum, also known as the Daily Standup, is a key event in the Scrum framework. It's designed to be a brief, focused meeting where team members synchronize their work and plan for the next 24 hours. Based on the options provided, the correct answers are: A. What will I do today to help the team meet the sprint goal? C. Do I notice any impediment that prevents me or the team from meeting our goals? D. What did I do yesterday that helped the team meet the sprint goal? Let's break down why these are correct and why the other option is not. What will I do today to help the team meet the sprint goal? A. This question is crucial as it helps team members focus on their immediate plans and how they align with the sprint goal. Do I notice any impediment that prevents me or the team from meeting our goals? C. Identifying and addressing impediments quickly is a key aspect of the Daily Scrum, allowing the team to maintain its momentum. What did I do yesterday that helped the team meet the sprint goal? D. This question provides context and continuity, allowing team members to understand progress and how yesterday's work contributes to the overall goal. The option that is not correct is: what work do I need to do next week to help the team meet the sprint goal? B. This question is not appropriate for the Daily Scrum because the Daily Scrum focuses on the immediate 24-hour period, not the following week. Planning for next week is typically done during sprint planning, not in the Daily Scrum. It could lead to discussions that are too long-term for the purpose of the Daily Scrum, which is meant to be a quick, focused meeting. The 3 questions that are typically answered in the Daily Scrum, often referred to as the 3 questions, align with options A, C, and D, focusing on yesterday's accomplishments, today's plans, and any obstacles encountered. What typically happens during the sprint review? Select all that apply. A. Demonstrate and inspect the product. B. Prioritize activities for the day. C. Identify which backlog items to work on during the sprint. D. Explore which backlog items to consider done. Based on the search results and the context of Scrum practices, the correct options for what typically happens during a sprint review are: A. Demonstrate and inspect the product. D. Explore which backlog items to consider done. Let's break down why these are correct and why the other options are not applicable to a sprint review. Demonstrate and inspect the product. The sprint review is primarily focused on demonstrating the work completed during the sprint. This involves a live demonstration of the product increment, inspecting the progress toward the product goal, gathering feedback on newly added features. Explore which backlog items to consider done. During the sprint review, the product owner reviews the commitments made at the sprint planning meeting and declares which items are now considered done. The team presents product backlog items that have met their definition of done. The options that do not typically occur during a sprint review are: B. Prioritize activities for the day. This is more characteristic of a Daily Scrum, not a sprint review. The sprint review focuses on the completed work from the entire sprint, not daily activities. C. Identify which backlog items to work on during the sprint. This is part of sprint planning, which occurs at the beginning of a sprint, not during the sprint review at the end. Additional important aspects of a sprint review include collaborating on what to do next and potentially adapting the product backlog, discussing challenges encountered during the sprint, gathering feedback from stakeholders and potentially converting it into new product backlog items. The sprint review is an opportunity to inspect the product increment, adapt the product backlog if needed, and engage with stakeholders to get valuable feedback on the work completed during the sprint. Sarah, the benefits of a Daily Stand-Up. Introduction. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, the dynamic duo of the real estate renegades, have been spearheading an ambitious commercial real estate project. Their strategy focuses on acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling deals while scaling acquisitions and raising investment capital. Conclusion of their strategy: focus areas: acquiring commercial real estate deals. Objective: identify and purchase high-potential properties. Action: DJ Spin Master leads the scouting and evaluation of properties, ensuring they align with market demands and investment goals. Brokering and wholesaling deals. Objective: facilitate transactions between buyers and sellers, and manage wholesaling activities. Action: Lil Jesus Name handles negotiations, contracts, and relationships with key stakeholders, ensuring smooth deal closures and maximizing profit margins. Scaling acquisitions and raising investment capital. Objective: expand their portfolio and secure funding for new opportunities. Action: they employ strategic marketing and networking to attract investors and venture into new markets, leveraging their success to boost investor confidence. Detailed actions and results. Acquisition success. Metrics: acquired 15 properties over the last quarter. Details: focused on office buildings and retail spaces in high-growth areas. Average purchase price: $2.5 million per property. Brokerage and wholesaling achievements. Metrics: closed 25 deals with an average commission of 3% per transaction. Details: successfully brokered deals involving office spaces and commercial lots. Notable deal included a $10 million office complex with a 4% commission. Investment capital raised. Metrics: secured $8 million in new investment capital. Details: conducted a series of investor presentations and leveraged their successful track record to attract high net worth individuals and institutional investors. Data collection and relationship building. Ongoing actions: data collection, regularly analyze market trends and property performance data to refine their strategies. Follow-ups: maintain close relationships with investors and clients through regular updates and personalized communication. Building relationships: attend industry events and networking sessions to strengthen connections and explore new opportunities. Conclusion: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name's strategy has proven highly effective, with notable success in acquisitions, brokering deals, and raising investment capital. Their approach of continuously collecting data, building strong relationships, and adapting to market needs has set a strong foundation for sustained growth and success in the commercial real estate sector. Story: as the sun set over the city skyline, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name gathered in their sleek downtown office, reflecting on the latest phase of their commercial real estate venture. This meeting was special. It marked the conclusion of their recent sprint in their strategy of acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling high-value commercial properties. Acquisition success: over the past quarter, the team had successfully acquired a diverse portfolio of properties, each selected for its high growth potential and strategic value. They had focused on three primary sectors: office buildings, retail spaces, and mixed-use developments. The recent acquisitions included a prime office building in the Tech District, a bustling retail center near a new transit hub, and a mixed-use property with significant redevelopment potential. Metrics: 12 new properties acquired. Details: average purchase price was $3 million, totaling $36 million in new investments. Brokering and wholesaling achievements: in the brokering arena, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name had closed multiple high-value deals, facilitating transactions between eager buyers and motivated sellers. They had perfected the art of negotiation, ensuring that each deal was beneficial for both parties involved. One of their standout achievements was the brokering of a $15 million office complex that brought in a lucrative commission. Metrics: 20 successful transactions. Details: average commission of 3%, totaling $900,000 in commission fees. Scaling acquisitions and raising investment capital. Recognizing the need for growth, the duo had been actively scaling their acquisition strategy. They conducted targeted investor outreach, hosted webinars, and participated in high-profile real estate conferences to attract capital. Their efforts paid off with a significant boost in investment capital, which allowed them to pursue larger and more lucrative deals. Metrics: raised $10 million in new investment capital. Details: used funds to acquire additional properties and expand their market presence. Building relationships and maintaining transparency. One of the core strengths of their approach was the emphasis on visibility and transparency. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name made it a priority to keep their investors and team members informed about ongoing activities and progress. Weekly updates were shared via detailed reports and face-to-face meetings, which fostered trust and ensured everyone was aligned with the project's goals. Visibility and transparency. Benefits: investors and team members had clear insights into ongoing projects, which enhanced understanding and engagement. Outcome: increased investor confidence and smoother project execution. Camaraderie and teamwork. In addition to operational success, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name prioritized fostering a strong sense of camaraderie and teamwork within their team. Regular team-building activities and collaborative workshops were organized, helping to build relationships across different functions. This approach not only improved morale but also enhanced overall team effectiveness. Camaraderie and teamwork. Benefits: strengthened team cohesion and improved cross-functional collaboration. Outcome: a more united and efficient team capable of tackling complex projects. Conclusion: as DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name reviewed their accomplishments, they felt a deep sense of satisfaction. Their strategic focus on acquiring valuable properties, brokering successful deals, and scaling their operations had yielded impressive results. The benefits of visibility, transparency, and teamwork had been instrumental in their success, setting the stage for future growth and continued excellence in the commercial real estate sector. The Real Estate Renegades, Commercial Real Estate Project A Part 9, The Strategy Summit Introduction. As DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name navigated the bustling world of commercial real estate, they knew the key to their continued success was not just in acquisitions but in refining their internal processes. The next phase of their project required an even sharper focus on efficiency, communication, and timely decision-making. Story: in their sleek conference room overlooking the city, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name gathered their core team for their weekly strategy summit. This was no ordinary meeting. It was a crucial part of their strategy to ensure that all team members were aligned, focused, and effectively addressing any obstacles in their path. Meeting structure. Duration: the meeting was scheduled to last 20 minutes, so a concise time frame to ensure maximum efficiency. DJ Spin Master had learned through experience that shorter, focused meetings were key to maintaining energy and clarity. Objectives: review completed work, Each team member was to briefly share updates on what they had completed since the last meeting. This included recent property acquisitions, successful deals closed, and any new client interactions. Current tasks: members reported on what they were currently working on, including ongoing negotiations, marketing strategies, and investor communications. Blockers: the team identified any issues or blockers that might be hindering progress. This could range from challenges in securing financing to delays in property inspections. Team updates: Alice, the acquisitions specialist, finalized the purchase of a downtown office building. Current: conducting due diligence for 2 new retail properties. Blocker: delay in receiving property inspection reports from a third-party provider. Jake, the broker, closed a deal on a high-value mixed-use property. Current: negotiating terms for a new client interested in office spaces. Blocker: limited availability of suitable properties matching the client's needs. Mia, the investor relations manager, secured commitments from 2 new investors. Current: preparing for an upcoming investor presentation. Blocker: need additional market data for the presentation. Addressing blockers: as the blockers were discussed, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name took immediate action. Alice's inspection report delay: DJ Spin Master would personally follow up with the inspection company to expedite the report. They also discussed alternatives if the delay continued. Jake's property availability issue: Lil Jesus Name suggested reaching out to additional real estate networks to broaden the search for suitable properties and increase options for their client. Mia's market data need: DJ Spin Master offered to connect Mia with a market analyst from their network to provide the necessary data promptly. Outcome: by keeping the meeting short and focused, the team was able to quickly align on priorities, address blockers efficiently, and maintain momentum on their commercial real estate projects. The clear and concise format of the strategy summit helped everyone stay informed and prepared for the week ahead. As the meeting wrapped up, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name felt confident that their streamlined approach to team meetings and focus on overcoming obstacles would drive continued success in their ambitious real estate ventures. The Real Estate Renegades, Commercial Real Estate Project A Part 10, the Synchronization Strategy Introduction. As DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name continued their successful run in commercial real estate, they faced a new challenge: efficiently managing a rapidly expanding team across various time zones. Their goal was to refine their meeting strategies to keep the team aligned without overwhelming them with rigid schedules. Story: in the heart of their bustling office, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name convened their team for a crucial meeting, one designed to fine-tune their strategy for managing a growing network of real estate deals while respecting diverse team schedules. Best practices implementation: scheduling, time zone consideration. DJ Spin Master began by acknowledging the diverse locations of their team members. With stakeholders spread across New York, Los Angeles, and London, scheduling was no small feat. He proposed a quick survey to gauge the best time for everyone to meet. Survey results: the survey revealed that 3 p.m. ET was the most convenient time slot, accommodating the majority of team members. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name decided to set this time as their standard meeting slot, but remained open to occasional adjustments based on team feedback. Consistency and flexibility: while the fixed time provided structure, they also promised to revisit the timing if significant issues arose. This balanced approach ensured consistency while allowing flexibility to accommodate any changes. Participation, non-mandatory attendance. Understanding that not every team member needed to be present every day, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name established a policy where daily stand-ups were recommended but not mandatory for everyone. Critical updates were the focus, and team members could attend based on relevance to their work. Critical updates focus: they emphasized that stand-ups were meant for high-priority updates only. This approach prevented the formation of a rigid culture and kept meetings relevant to those involved. Agenda management, pre-meeting agenda. To maximize efficiency, DJ Spin Master started preparing a clear agenda before each meeting. The agenda included time allocations for updates from each team member, ensuring that no one would dominate the conversation. Natural breaks: they recognized the importance of allowing natural breaks in conversation. If a discussion became too detailed, they gently suggested postponing it for a follow-up meeting. This practice kept the stand-up focused while addressing issues when needed. Follow-up discussions: detailed discussions were rescheduled for separate meetings. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name set up dedicated slots in their calendars for in-depth conversations, ensuring that critical issues received the attention they deserved without derailing the stand-up. Outcome: with these best practices in place, the team achieved several benefits: increased efficiency. The structured yet flexible scheduling led to more efficient meetings, with everyone staying aligned without feeling pressured to attend every daily stand-up. Enhanced communication: the focus on critical updates and the thoughtful management of agenda items improved overall communication and transparency within the team. Team morale: by accommodating different time zones and avoiding mandatory attendance, the team felt respected and engaged, which positively impacted morale and productivity. Conclusion: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name's approach to refining their meeting strategy demonstrated how thoughtful scheduling, flexible participation policies, and effective agenda management can significantly enhance team collaboration and project success. As they continue their journey in commercial real estate, these practices ensured that their growing team remained synchronized and effective. The Real Estate Renegades, Commercial Real Estate Project A Part 11, Navigating Blockers and Boosting Team Communication. Introduction. In the fast-paced world of commercial real estate, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name faced a new challenge, effectively managing and resolving blockers that threatened to stall their projects. With their team spread across various time zones and involved in complex transactions, they needed a strategy to keep things moving smoothly. Story: at their central office, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name were gearing up for their daily stand-up meeting. Their team had been encountering several issues or blockers that were starting to impede their progress. Recognizing the importance of addressing these challenges head-on, they implemented a focused strategy to handle blockers and improve team communication. Handling blockers, identifying issues, stand-up focus. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name made it a priority to use the daily stand-ups to identify any blockers. They encouraged team members to openly share any obstacles they were facing, whether related to specific deals, client interactions, or internal processes. Direct questions. They included specific questions in the stand-up agenda to prompt discussions about blockers. For example, are there any obstacles that are currently preventing you from progressing on your tasks? This approach helped surface issues early and provided an opportunity for immediate discussion. Planning additional time, action plans. Whenever a blocker was identified, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name quickly assessed the situation and planned additional time to resolve the issue. They arranged follow-up meetings or set aside time for one-on-one discussions with the affected team members. Dedicated problem-solving sessions. They established a practice of scheduling dedicated problem-solving sessions for significant blockers. These sessions were separate from the stand-ups and focused solely on finding solutions and overcoming obstacles. Ensuring timely resolution, clear accountability. They assigned clear ownership of each blocker to relevant team members or groups, ensuring that there was accountability for resolving the issue. This approach helped maintain focus and provided a clear path to resolution. Regular check-ins. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name implemented regular check-ins on the progress of blocker resolution. They used these check-ins to ensure that issues were being addressed promptly and to prevent them from escalating. Communication tips. Interaction, respectful dialogue. During the stand-ups, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name emphasized the importance of respectful communication. They avoided cutting off team members abruptly, even if discussions ran over time. Instead, they waited for natural breaks in the conversation to manage time effectively. Flexible scheduling. If an extended discussion was necessary, they were flexible in scheduling follow-ups. They acknowledged the value of in-depth conversations and ensured that these discussions were planned for separate meetings to avoid disrupting the stand-up flow. Follow-up discussions. Post-stand-up meetings. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name encouraged team members to schedule follow-up meetings for detailed discussions. This approach allowed the stand-ups to remain focused and concise while ensuring that critical issues received the attention they needed. Clear communication channels. They established clear communication channels for team members to reach out with additional questions or concerns outside of the stand-up meetings. This open line of communication helped prevent issues from festering and allowed for quick resolution. Outcome. By implementing these strategies, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name successfully managed blockers and enhanced their team's communication. Improved efficiency. The focused approach to handling blockers led to quicker resolutions and minimized disruptions to project progress. Enhanced team collaboration. The respectful and flexible communication practices fostered a positive team environment, where members felt comfortable sharing issues and working together to find solutions. Streamlined processes. Dedicated problem-solving sessions and clear accountability helped streamline processes and ensured that obstacles were addressed effectively. Conclusion. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name's approach to navigating blockers and boosting team communication demonstrated how effective handling of issues and respectful interaction can significantly impact project success. Their strategies ensured that their team remained aligned, focused, and capable of overcoming challenges in the dynamic world of commercial real estate. Detailed summary of Sarah's insights on daily stand-ups. Introduction. Speaker, Sarah, Program Manager on the Engineering Education Team at Google. Focus, the benefits and best practices for conducting daily stand-ups. Benefits of daily stand-ups. Visibility and transparency, provides insight into what each team member is working on. Enhances understanding of cross-functional activities and progress. Camaraderie and teamwork, fosters a sense of unity and teamwork among members. Helps build relationships across different functions. Meeting structure, duration, typically 15 to 20 minutes. Shorter meetings are preferable to maintain focus. Objectives, quickly review what each person has finished and is currently working on. Identify and address any blockers affecting progress. Best practices: scheduling. Consider team members' time zones and locations. Survey the team to find a consensus on meeting times. Set a fixed time for consistency but be flexible based on team feedback. Participation. Stand-ups should not be mandatory every day for everyone. Focus on critical updates and avoid creating a rigid culture. Agenda management. Prepare an agenda before the meeting with time allocations for each update. Allow natural conversation breaks, but manage time effectively. Postpone detailed discussions if necessary, and address them later or in subsequent meetings. Handling blockers. Addressing issues. Use the stand-up to identify blockers and plan additional time if needed. Ensure timely resolution of issues to keep the project on track. Communication tips. Interaction. Avoid cutting off team members abruptly. Handle extended discussions with flexibility, scheduling follow-ups if required. By following these practices, Sarah emphasizes that daily stand-ups can significantly enhance team communication, project transparency, and overall effectiveness. Releasable increment versus minimum viable product. Fictional story. The Real Estate Renegades Part 8, The Dynamic Duo's Conclusion. Overview. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, known as the Real Estate Renegades, are wrapping up their ambitious commercial real estate project. Their strategy has been focused on acquiring, brokering, and wholesaling commercial real estate deals, scaling acquisitions, and raising investment capital. As they conclude this phase, they reflect on their approach and assess the impact of their efforts using detailed dataset scenario examples with measurable metrics. Strategic focus: acquiring, identifying and purchasing high-potential commercial properties. Broking: facilitating transactions between buyers and sellers. Wholesaling: sourcing deals to sell to other investors. Scaling acquisitions: expanding their portfolio and influence. Raising investment capital: securing funds to finance projects. Data collection: gathering market and performance data. Follow-up: maintaining relationships with stakeholders. Long-term growth: building a sustainable business model. Detailed dataset scenario examples: acquisition performance metrics, number of properties acquired, 25. Average purchase price per property, $1.5 million. Total acquisition cost, $37.5 million. Average return on investment, ROI, 12%. Total expected annual rental income, $4.5 million. Average vacancy rate, 5%. Brokerage and wholesaling metrics: number of transactions facilitated, 30. Average deal value, $2 million. Total transaction value, $60 million. Brokerage fees earned, $1.2 million, 2% of total transaction value. Wholesaling profit margins, 10%. Total wholesaling profits, $600,000. Scaling and investment capital metrics: number of investors onboarded, 50. Total investment raised, $25 million. Average investment per investor, $500,000. Funds allocated to new acquisitions, $20 million. Funds reserved for future projects, $5 million. Capital efficiency ratio, 80%. Funds used effectively for acquisitions and scaling. Data collection and analysis metrics: market data points collected, 500. Frequency of data collection, bi-weekly. Accuracy rate of market predictions, 90%. Average response time for market changes, 2 days. Follow-up and relationship management metrics: number of follow-up meetings, 100. Average duration of meetings, 45 minutes. Stakeholder satisfaction rating, 4.8 out of 5. Number of new relationships established, 20. Retention rate of key stakeholders, 95%. Long-term growth and success metrics: annual portfolio growth rate, 15%. Net profit margin, 18%. Total portfolio value increase, $12 million. Average property appreciation rate, 8%. Customer lifetime value, CLV, $2 million. Conclusion: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Names project has been a success, with measurable outcomes that reflect their effective strategy. They've achieved notable results in property acquisition, transaction facilitation, and capital raising. The data shows strong performance in market analysis, stakeholder relationships, and portfolio growth. Their approach to continuous data collection and relationship management has set a solid foundation for sustained growth and long-term success in the commercial real estate market. Fictional story: The Real Estate Renegades Part 9, The Launch of the Green Tower Project. Introduction: The Real Estate Renegades, led by DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, have reached a pivotal moment in their commercial real estate venture. They are about to launch their latest project, the Green Tower, a high-rise office building in the heart of the city. This project exemplifies their approach to leveraging the concepts of a releasable increment and a minimum viable product, MVP, in real estate development. Project overview: name, Green Tower. Location, downtown city center. Type, high-rise office building. Scope, 20 floors, 150,000 square feet of office space. Budget, $75 million. Timeline, 18 months. Releasable increment. Definition. The product increment for Green Tower consists of a fully completed, functional office floor that meets the definition of done for the project. It must be ready for tenant occupation, providing a complete and usable office environment. Purpose. This increment represents a major milestone towards the project's overall goal of completing and leasing the entire building. Each increment, completed floor, adds to the total structure, ensuring all components integrate seamlessly and contribute to the building's functionality. Criteria. Completion. The office floor is fully constructed, including interior finishes, vac systems, and lighting. Testing. The space has passed all inspections, including safety, quality, and building code compliance. Usability. The floor is ready for immediate use by potential tenants, featuring functional office spaces and necessary amenities. Benefits. Complete view. Stakeholders and potential tenants can see and experience a fully finished office floor, rather than just incomplete segments of the building. Feedback. Early feedback from prospective tenants on the finished floor allows the team to make adjustments for subsequent floors. Quality assurance. Ensures that each increment meets high standards of quality and usability before moving on to the next phase. Minimum Viable Product, MVP. Definition. The MVP for the Green Tower project is a demonstration office space designed to attract potential tenants and investors. This includes essential features and amenities that showcase the building's potential without the need for completing the entire structure. Purpose. Feedback collection. The MVP allows the team to gather feedback on design preferences, space functionality, and tenant needs before completing the full build-out. Market validation. Provides early insights into market demand and helps validate assumptions about tenant requirements and pricing. Components. Showroom floor. A single, fully furnished office space with sample layouts and amenities. Marketing materials, brochures, virtual tours, and interactive presentations to showcase the building's features and attract interest. Comparison with Releasable Increment. Scope. The MVP is a smaller scale demonstration compared to the Releasable Increment. It includes essential features but is not the complete building. Release. The MVP is released earlier in the project timeline to test market reception and gather feedback, while the Releasable Increment is a fully functional and completed office floor. Conclusion. The real estate renegades have strategically employed both concepts in their Green Tower project. By delivering releasable increments, completed office floors, and creating an MVP, demonstration office space, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name have set themselves up for success. The releasable increment ensures that each phase of the building is up to standard and ready for use, while the MVP provides early insights and market validation, allowing for informed decisions and adjustments. This dual approach not only accelerates their go-to-market strategy but also aligns with their goals of effective scaling and capital raising. Fictional story. The Real Estate Renegades A Part 10, The Grand Opening of Green Tower. Introduction. The Real Estate Renegades, led by DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, are preparing for the grand opening of their flagship project, the Green Tower. This story focuses on how they applied their definition of done to ensure the project met all quality measures and team-agreed requirements before the big day. Project overview. Name, Green Tower. Location, downtown city center. Type, high-rise office building. Scope, 20 floors, 150,000 square feet of office space. Budget, $75 million. Timeline, 18 months. Definition of done. Definition. The definition of done, DOD, for Green Tower is a formal description of what must be completed for each office floor to be considered done and ready for use. This includes meeting all quality standards, legal requirements, and project specifications agreed upon by the team and stakeholders. Components. Construction completion. Each floor must be fully constructed, including all structural elements, interior finishes, and mechanical systems. Review and testing. Floors are subject to rigorous inspections and testing to ensure they meet building codes, safety regulations, and quality standards. Usability. The floor must be ready for immediate occupancy, with all necessary amenities, furnishings, and systems operational. Software. Not applicable in this case, but if included, the software systems, for example, building management systems, must be installed, tested, and integrated. Non-software. Legal reviews, formal close-out reports, and all necessary certifications must be completed and approved. Purpose. Shared understanding. Establishes a clear, shared understanding among the project team and stakeholders about what constitutes a completed office floor. Consistency and quality. Ensures that all floors meet consistent quality and completeness standards, preventing any discrepancies or unfinished work. Project integrity. Helps maintain the integrity of the project by ensuring each phase meets the agreed-upon criteria before moving on to the next stage. Product owner's role. Decision-making. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, as the product owners, are responsible for deciding if each office floor is ready for release based on the definition of done. This involves evaluating completeness, whether the floor has been fully constructed and all systems are in place. Value. the floor's readiness to provide value to tenants and meet their needs. Quality, compliance with all quality standards and successful completion of testing. Usability, the floor's readiness for immediate use by tenants. The grand opening. As the grand opening of Green Tower approaches, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name ensure that their definition of done has been thoroughly applied. Here's how the team prepares for the event. Final inspections. A final round of inspections is conducted to confirm that every office floor meets the definition of done. This includes safety checks, quality assurance, and functionality tests. Legal lane certification completion. All that necessary legal reviews, certifications, and close-out reports are completed. The building receives final approval from regulatory authorities. Tenant readiness. The first batch of tenants moves in, and their feedback is collected to ensure that the space meets their expectations and needs. Marketing and launch event. The grand opening event showcases the completed floors to potential clients and investors. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name use this opportunity to highlight the quality and functionality of the Green Tower. Conclusion. By adhering to their definition of done, the real estate renegades successfully complete the Green Tower project with high standards of quality and usability. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name ensure that every office floor is not only ready for immediate use but also meets the criteria necessary for a successful launch. This rigorous approach helps them deliver a product that aligns with their goals and sets a high standard for future projects. Fictional story. The Real Estate Renegades A Part 11, the MVP launch of Green Tower. Introduction. The Real Estate Renegades, led by DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name, have completed their high-rise office building, Green Tower. Before the grand opening, they decide to test a minimum viable product, MVP, approach to ensure they can gather valuable user feedback and validate their assumptions about the space. This story focuses on their MVP strategy and how they use it to refine their final product. Project overview. Name, Green Tower. Location, downtown city center. Type, high-rise office building. Budget, $75 million. Timeline, 18 months. MVP focus, office floor with essential amenities and smart building features. Minimum viable product, MVP. Definition. The MVP for Green Tower is a select office floor equipped with the core features needed to meet the basic requirements of tenants. This version is designed to test key assumptions about tenant needs and validate the functionality of the building's smart features with minimal investment. Purpose. Collect feedback quickly. By launching this MVP, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name aim to gather feedback from early tenants about the building's features, usability, and overall experience. Validate assumptions. The MVP will help them test assumptions about what features are most valued by tenants and whether the smart building systems are functioning as expected. Minimize development effort. The MVP focuses on delivering just enough features to be functional and valuable, without completing the entire building. This approach allows for quicker adjustments based on feedback. Examples. Office floor features. The MVP floor includes essential amenities such as high-speed internet, basic furnishings, and energy-efficient lighting. It also features the smart building systems like automated climate control and access management. Tracking feedback. A feedback system is installed to collect tenant responses about the building's functionality, comfort, and any issues they encounter. This could include digital surveys or a dedicated feedback platform. Comparison with Releasable Increment, MVP versus Releasable Increment. The MVP is a minimal version of the Green Tower that focuses on essential features for early validation. In contrast, a Releasable Increment is any completed segment of the project that meets the definition of done and could be shipped or used independently. For the Green Tower, each office floor is a Releasable Increment, but only the MVP floor is specifically designed to gather feedback and test assumptions. Scope and development. While the MVP is a small-scale version of the full building, each sprint might produce a product increment that includes various features and improvements. The MVP floor is part of the overall project but focuses on testing and validating key aspects. The MVP launch. Initial setup. DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name select one floor of Green Tower to be the MVP. They ensure it has all essential amenities and smart features but leave other floors incomplete. They invite a group of early tenants, including startup companies and small businesses, to move in and use the space. Feedback collection. Tenants provide feedback through surveys, interviews, and direct communication. The team monitors the smart building systems to ensure they operate correctly and address any issues reported by tenants. Key metrics such as tenant satisfaction, system performance, and usability are collected and analyzed. Iterative improvements. Based on the feedback, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name make iterative improvements to the MVP floor. This could include enhancing features, fixing issues, or adjusting the layout based on tenant needs. They use the insights gained from the MVP launch to inform decisions about the remaining floors and overall project. Preparing for full launch. With valuable feedback and validated assumptions, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name complete the remaining floors of Green Tower, incorporating the lessons learned from the MVP. They prepare for the grand opening, confident that the final product meets tenant needs and expectations based on real user feedback. Conclusion: the MVP approach allows the real estate renegades to validate their assumptions and make data-driven decisions about the Green Tower project. By focusing on a minimal feature set and gathering early feedback, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name ensure that the final product delivers maximum value to tenants and stands out in the competitive commercial real estate market. Fictional story: The Real Estate Renegades A Part 12, Scaling with Data-Driven Decisions. Introduction: Following the successful MVP launch of Green Tower, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name have gathered substantial feedback from early tenants. They now face the challenge of scaling their commercial real estate project while ensuring that each increment of the development aligns with user needs and adds value. This story focuses on their strategy for scaling and making data-driven decisions for the full launch of Green Tower and future projects. Project Overview: Name: Green Tower. Location: Downtown City Center. Type: High-rise office building. Budget: $75 million. Timeline: 18 months. Current phase: Scaling and full launch. Scaling strategy: Analyzing MVP feedback. Feedback collection: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name analyze the feedback from the MVP phase, focusing on key aspects such as tenant satisfaction, feature performance, and usability. Data insights: They review metrics like tenant satisfaction scores, average of 4.55, system performance reports, 99% uptime, and usage patterns to understand what worked and what needs improvement. Adjusting the full build: Feature refinement. Based on MVP feedback, they make enhancements to the smart building systems, adjust office layouts, and add requested amenities such as improved conference facilities and more flexible workspaces. Cost management: The adjustments are made within the existing budget by reallocating resources and optimizing construction processes. Incremental development: Phased rollout: The remaining floors of Green Tower are developed in phases, each phase being treated as a potentially releasable increment. This allows the team to ensure that each new section meets the definition of done before moving on to the next. Quality assurance: Each increment includes testing and validation to ensure it meets quality standards and integrates well with the completed sections. User-centric design: Customizable spaces: They incorporate features that allow tenants to customize their office spaces based on feedback from the MVP phase. This includes adjustable lighting, flexible layouts, and enhanced tech infrastructure. Ongoing feedback: A feedback loop is maintained with new tenants to continually gather insights and make iterative improvements. Future projects: Leveraging data for new developments. Market analysis: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name use data from Green Tower to identify trends and preferences in the commercial real estate market, informing their strategy for future projects. Project planning: They apply lessons learned from the MVP and increment phases to streamline planning, reduce risk, and ensure alignment with market needs. Scaling up: Investment strategy: They secure additional investment capital to fund new projects, using the success of Green Tower as a case study to attract investors. Expansion: New high-rise projects are planned in other prime locations, incorporating feedback and features that proved successful in Green Tower. Continuous improvement: Feedback integration: For each new project, DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name continue to implement MVPs and collect feedback, ensuring that each development is responsive to user needs and market demands. Innovation: They explore innovative features and technologies based on feedback and industry trends, maintaining their competitive edge in the commercial real estate market. Key takeaways: Potentially releasable increment as MVP. The MVP approach was instrumental in validating features and gathering feedback for Green Tower. Each increment of the project was designed to be potentially releasable, ensuring that it provided value and aligned with user needs. Data-driven decisions: The success of Green Tower's MVP phase demonstrated the importance of using data-driven insights to guide development and scaling strategies. The feedback collected allowed for targeted improvements and informed future projects. Ongoing user engagement: Maintaining a feedback loop with tenants and applying lessons learned from each increment ensures that future developments continue to meet market demands and user expectations. Conclusion: DJ Spin Master and Lil Jesus Name's strategy of using MVPs and potentially releasable increments enabled them to refine their Green Tower project based on real user feedback. Their data-driven approach and commitment to continuous improvement set the stage for successful scaling and future ventures in the commercial real estate market. Detailed summary: Releasable increment versus minimum viable product, MVP. Releasable increment: Definition: The product increment produced after a sprint that is considered releasable must meet the definition of done and be usable by the end user. Purpose: Represents a concrete stepping stone towards the product goal. Adds to all prior increments and ensures all work integrates well together. Aims to be potentially shippable, providing value and feedback. Criteria: The increment should be completed, tested, and ready to ship, potentially. It does not always mean the product will actually ship. Potentially indicates readiness but not obligation. Benefits: enables the team to see a complete feature rather than incomplete segments, provides early feedback and allows for adjustments based on this feedback, ensures high quality and usability of the increment. Definition of done. Definition, formal description of what it means for an increment to be considered done. Includes quality measures and team-agreed requirements. Components, for software, completed, reviewed, and tested. For non-software, could include legal review or formal close-out report. Purpose, establishes a shared understanding of what constitutes a completed backlog item. Ensures consistency and quality in what is considered done. Product owner's role, decides if the increment is ready for release based on completeness, value, quality, and usability. Minimum viable product, MVP, definition, a version of a product with just enough features to satisfy early customers. Allows for maximum validated learning with minimal effort. Purpose, collect feedback quickly from users. Validate assumptions with the least amount of development. Examples, a landing page or a buy now button that tracks clicks. Comparison with releasable increment, an MVP is a minimal feature set that may take several sprints to develop fully. Each sprint produces a product increment, which may or may not align with the MVP. An MVP may be part of a releasable increment, depending on the scope defined by the product owner. Key takeaway, a potentially releasable increment can be an MVP if it includes just enough features to provide value and gather user feedback. Not all releasable increments are MVPs. The decision depends on user value and feedback requirements. The product owner and Scrum Master ensure that each increment is potentially releasable and aligns with the overall product strategy and user needs.